Hi y'all, Molex Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. Alright, I finished doing a little gardening here. Realized I can't even make half the seeds yet. Also, did my guy say he's hungry? I know you're diseased, but I can't find any... What does it take to make this stuff? Corns, potatoes, rotting flesh, animal fat, and water. This one's meat. So meat stew is probably more what I want. Meat, potato, corn, animal fat, water. Well, I got water. And I got corn, animal fat, potatoes, and meat. Meat stew. Make as many as you can. Oops. No, that's fine. Alright, looks like I'm going to need some more meats. You know, my nephew. Oh. Interesting. My leg is now sprained. Slid right off the house. My nephew is going to this thing for school where they're going to take him to the college. And they're going to observe, because we live in a rural community, so he's going to this FFA thing, Future Farmers of America. And he likes to, oh, that's a, I got scared, I thought that was a dog, but it's not. So he's into, like, plants. Like, you know, growing plants and greenhouse stuff. So he's gonna go look at some of that at the college, anyways. And so I was looking over the... Where's my bike? I had stuff in my bike. I still had a little bit more to go. Does anybody... Oh, okay. Why is my bike way over here? Oh. Oh, I thought that was opening my bike's container. Thanks. You know what? That's good. We'll just take it as it is. Let's go... Let's go over here, I guess. And we'll just go loot some places. So he's gonna go to this FFA thing anyways. And so I was looking over the list of what they're going to... You have to choose a... oh, this is the farm. You have to choose a area of interest. And so I was looking over the list of the area of interest. And it's stuff like animal husbandry and greenhouse crops and agronomics and you know, stuff like that. And then one of them just says meats. which is what it is what it sounds like. It's literally determining the quality of meat and judging which cuts come from uh, uh, a specialized store versus you know, factory kind of thing. I thought that was really funny. Meats. Oh. Come on, buddy. Ah, turning on me. Well, I managed to get a chance to see the new Captain America movie. Captain America New World Order. It's it's okay. I I feel like they were like, we've got a script that we didn't use for a Hulk movie. We should figure out some way to incorporate elements of this movie. And someone was like, you know, I kind of like the storyline for this. We should just do this. Like, yeah, but we don't have the Hulk anymore. Like, well, we'll throw in a different hero. We can make that work. And like, well, who do we have? Like, well, currently we have on contract Falcon. Oh, he's down. Currently we have a contract. We have Falcon. And then we also have Winter Soldier. Like, oh, okay, okay. But we got Winter Soldier coming up in that Thunderbolts movie. Oh, that's true. That's true. We should definitely do Captain America then. Captain Falcon America. I'm not a fan, okay? I'm not a fan of Captain Falcon America. I don't understand why a guy with vibranium wings who uses them like a shield needs a shield. It's redundant and in the way half the time, it feels like, and he doesn't make use of it really. Like, there's nothing that there's. Whoa. There's nothing that he does that he couldn't just do with his wings. And he's already got his wings. So what does he need the shield for? So I don't like him having the shield. I don't care that he's Captain America, that's fine. But the shield part is dumb, and that's the part I don't like. And so, oh, hey buddy, you didn't even make any noise. So spoilers for Captain America: New World Order, but it's a Hulk movie without the Hulk, with a dash of the Eternals thrown in, and Captain America for some reason. Only it's like the dumbest storyline for the Hulk ever. Basically, this is what it is. General Ross, Betty Ross's father, who hates the Hulk, obviously is involved in what's going on with the Hulk, has gotten his hands on one of the scientists who got irradiated with gamma radiation. This guy named Stearns. I believe he was the guy. I'm pretty sure he's the guy in the movie with Abomination. And so seeing an opportunity with having a big brain, because that's what happened to him. His brain got really big from the radiation. Him and his big brain are able to figure out new things. And so Ross is like, I'm going to use this guy to figure things out for me. And then, so the guy's like, well, I don't want to do that. And then Ross is like, No, no, no. You do this for me, and then I'll use your big brain to calculate everything else for me. Uh, uh, and then when I become president, I will pardon you. And so even though the movie shows like some scenes with this guy going, I've calculated everything out. I know everything that's going to happen. I know every move everybody's going to make on the highest percentage. Somehow he didn't see that working for Ross wasn't going to get him pardoned. I don't know. Somehow he missed that. So Ross has a heart condition, and nobody can figure it out. And so Stearns, he comes up with a pill that Ross has to take to keep himself alive. But what he's done is he's put gamma radiation in the pill because here's the dumb part. This is the plot to the movie. Stearns knows that Ross, his greatest desire, is to be reunited with Betty because his daughter won't talk to him. And so Stearns, his whole big plan is that if he can turn Ross into a Hulk, then Betty will see that he's just an aggressive monster, just like she already thinks he is, and refuse to talk to him. And that's how he's going to get back against Ross. He's going to make it so that Ross can't reunite with his daughter. That's the plot. That is the plot to the movie. Stearns, to get back at Ross for not giving him a pardon, wants to make it so that Betty won't reconcile with Ross. I feel like there's some pretty easy ways to make that happen. Way easier than what goes down in this movie. But that is his goal in this movie. So first he comes up with the heart pill plan. Because if he can get him turned to a Hulk, for some reason that'll make Betty hate him. I don't know why, but that's what he thinks. And so then he has to come up with some way so that he can some way that he can actually make Ross mad. And so he figures out how to mind control people remotely. Tech junkie. 25% chance for regular and 50% chance for power attacks to instantly charge stun batons. I don't use stun batons. Wiring 101. Let there be light. Learn how to create... Oh, yeah. So... Oh, what is this? Vehicle reserve fuel tank mod schematic. That'd be awesome if I could find fuel for my vehicle. Okay. Did I leave my bike out here? I did. So, dude, how far away did I leave my bike? Jeez. So, he has to figure out some way to get his men to Ross, okay? So, obviously, if I can remote control people and Ross comes to the bunker for medical checkups, clearly the plan is the Japanese have figured out how to mine the dead celestial and create the new material that's been discovered that's harder than vibranium, adamantium. So what he's going to do is, Ross is going to be at the bunker like a dozen times a year. And so clearly the best way to make Ross mad is to steal the Japanese adamantium so that Captain America has to fight to get it back. So that Captain America, his new sidekick, and the guy, the old super soldier from the Falcon show all get invited to the White House so that the old super soldier and some other people will try to shoot the president, which will cause the Hulk to come out in him. But they managed to stop that from. They managed to stop the president from being injured, so he doesn't Hulk out. And so now he's got to try something else. And so then I don't know. It's somehow he has to get Ross publicly to turn into the Hulk so that his daughter won't reconcile with him, so that his daughter will see him as the monster that Stearns believes him to be. And so basically they try to screw up the treaty with the Japanese, and Ross boards an aircraft carrier to head out to the Indian Ocean to deal with it. And then Stearns takes control of some of the people so that they'll attack the Japanese, um and and so then Falcon and his sidekick have to try and stop the. That's cement, isn't it? Yep. Falcon and his sidekick have to attack the planes to get them to stop, and then they manage to do all that, and then they get to a ceremony where they're congratulating Falcon on stopping the whole thing, and then Stern shows up and plays a tape that him and Ross had made a deal, and that makes Ross turn into the Hulk, and then Falcon has to spend like 5 minutes of the movie fighting Red Hulk. And yeah, and then that was it, and then the movie was over, and I'm just like, oh well, it was a movie. It was a movie. And listen, it's not the worst. It's not the worst of the Marvel movies, not by far. I liked it better than Iron Man 3, which I absolutely hate, or I don't hate it, I guess, but I don't hate Iron Man 3 as much as I hate Thor: Love and Thunder. All right, but man, it was not impressive. Let me tell you, I don't understand why he carries a shield, because he also has wings. His wings are made out of vibranium. He uses his wings to shield himself from things. So why does he need a shield? If he's just gonna wrap himself up in his wings, then why does he need a shield? His wings shoot out pinions, like knives. He he has rockets. He flies through the air. What does he need the shield for? I don't understand dragging this shield around. That's the part I don't like, is dragging the shield around. Yeah. Okay, I need a... Do I have a... Oh, I don't have any. Okay, I've got painkillers. Will that help something? Yeah, I thought that helped the headache. This is tired, right? Should be vitamins. Yep. Oh, I got splint. I was looking for cast. There we go. Now if I only had some antibiotics of some kind, things would go better. All right, well, maybe we'll check this place out. But yeah, so I wasn't impressed. It's very much a Hulk movie. I just don't understand. I don't understand why you would do that. I don't understand why you'd shove Captain America. Does Captain America not have any bad guys? Why would Captain America go up against Ross and Stearns when those are clearly Hulk villains? I mean, he didn't go up against Ross. Ross is not the bad guy. Oh, this is the UFO Museum, right? I did that already. Never mind. Let's try this place out to the south end of things here. Trying to think if I've watched anything else. Um, I know there's I haven't watched Craven yet. I plan to, just haven't got to it. There's something else. Isn't there like 3 superhero-y type movies just came out here recently? Or did I talk about The Gorge? We watched The Gorge a couple weeks ago. That was weird. Um, oh, I just drove right past it. I'm like, yeah, let's go check out this place, and I just drive past it. What's up with this place? What's this place? Fire station? Okay. Police station. Oh. That was okay. I probably enjoyed Captain America more. Oh, you know what? One more thing with Captain America was really weird. Is they've got the new Thunderbolts movie coming up. Oh, I've been here before, I guess. Or at least looted this fire truck. That sounds big and vomity. Um, so there's a weird spot in there where, okay, I like Falcon. I don't like Captain Falcon. Okay, um, Captain Falcon. Oh, I'm gonna die, dude. So many zombies surrounded me in there. I feel so bad that I died and got rid of my disease that I couldn't cure. Ooh, here's a good question. Where's my bed? Because I also don't have my bike. Yes. I am miles from home on zombie night. Ooh. Uh, so I got the Thunderbolts movie coming up with Winter Soldier Bucky Barnes as the kind of the leader of the group. It looks like that movie looks funny. That movie looks pretty good. Um, but it's really weird. They got this scene and uh, Captain Falcon. All he does is whines about having been chosen by Captain America to hold the Captain America shield. It's all he does. They have a whole series of him whining about how he's not worthy to hold the shield, and he just keeps doing it in this movie as well. And so I get tired of listening to him whine about not having the Captain America shield. What does he think he has to do in his mind that it's okay for him to carry the Captain America shield? I don't know. I feel like he's been involved in enough stuff at this point. You know. But so he's whining about having the Captain America shield, and Bucky shows up, and they're standing there. I think they're looking at prisoner maybe. And so Bucky comes up and stands next to him, and he's got his hair is all combed down and trimmed, and he's in a suit, and so they have a little chat, and he's like, yeah, dude, you can totally carry the shield. I don't know why you're still crying about it. And so, uh, and then he turns to leave, and they're like, he's like, I gotta go because I've got a fundraiser to attend. And then he turns, he's like, yep, that's the next Congressman Barnes there, right there. There goes future Congressman Barnes. And I'm like, what? That's such a weird thing. Why would Bucky ever become a congressman? I don't understand. That just doesn't seem like a career direction for him. Uh, it's also a weird cameo to just have him pop up and mention that he's running for Congress with the Thunderbolts movie coming up. Where it's him and a bunch of other old bad guys teamed up together. Like, I don't know. Anyways, yeah. The Gorge, spoilers of The Gorge, was okay. It was a little boring. I it was basically they got two snipers that work for their respective governments, and they are tired, and so they want to retire, I think. And so their governments send them to the Gorge, and so they're supposed to sit in these fortresses that are on opposite sides of the gorge and make sure that the communications towers, the alarms, the traps, and the weapon systems remain active for a year. And then uh they're not supposed to talk to each other. And so they show them kill the previous uh tenant of the American tower, or the Allies tower, I guess. Uh After he's thinks he's leaving. And so uh if we swim across this river, I don't know what's taking so long. And so of course they talk to each other, and then they start hanging out to get with each other. And it's they become a couple, right? And then when the allied guy well, I guess the Russians are allied people. The West, it's an American guy and a Russian female sniper, and so he's traveling back across, and the line gets severed, and he falls into the gorge, and so she has to go down to the gorge to rescue him. And then they get down to the gorge and they find out what's going on. Basically, there's like uh, there's oh, I don't remember. Is it a virus? They made a virus and it got loose and it started converting people, and they've managed to keep it in the gorge, but it can spread um, really easily, and so that's why they have to have people there to make sure nothing can get out of the gorge because they'll spread the virus. And uh, and so the two of them are down there, um, going through the buildings and trying to find their way out, and they discover that there's a nuclear warhead in the gorge that's designed to burn the whole thing down if containment is breached, and so they do that. They start the weapon countdown, and then the I think Sigourney Weaver's in it. She's like the head of the. she's the head of the corporation that runs the gorge, and so she goes there to try and stop what's happening and get the information out. And I don't know, and the whole thing blows up and people die and the gorge burns. And the two main characters, they survive and go on about their merry day together. It was okay. It just, I don't know. It was, it at least was a coherent story. I'll give it that. It was just a meh story. I feel like it should have been way more interesting than it was. I was trying to think who even stars in it. I can't remember. I think the female was that woman from the Queen's Gambit series, and then the guy might be the guy from. I honestly can't remember. I can't even picture what the guy looks like in my head. It might be the guy from the Tenant movie. No, nobody wants to turn on sticky keys. Okay, thanks. I just want to get home before I get mauled by the zombie hordes that are about to come out, okay? I don't think I'm making it, but I'd like to try. Maybe I could make it to my... Maybe I could make it to my other base here. And don't I have another base right here? Well, not here, but just down the hills of the next little town here. Crap. I'm on the ground on Horde Night. This is not good. I didn't make another bed. I should have made another bed. Oh, that guy died. One died. Okay, quick. Let's... Oh, why didn't you put it on my hotbar? Okay, there we go. Okay, we got a bedroll in the hotbar. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got a base right over this hill here. Well, not right over this hill, but just down this hill. This is the radio station. It's near it. Huh. Actually did pretty good getting away from those zombies, so I didn't expect that. Yep, I can see it. It's right there. That big box right there. That is my base. I don't like that sound. I have no idea where my ladder is, though. Well, I actually made it. he says as the zombies come pouring in and kills him. All right. I'm alive. I'm alive and safe. And with that, I'm going to call it a day. So, we run small things, land of the light. I will talk to you later.